my skincare with me as I tell you how God moved me to Texas. My reason for telling this story is because I realize when people tell these stories, they show the highlights, the apartments, the blessings, but not the reality. And when you're going through it, you may think that you're doing something wrong. So this story starts back in 2021. It was about August, and a few months prior, I had graduated college. Since I had graduated, in my mind, the next step was moving up in my company. So to be a manager in my company, you would just need to have a degree. Within August, they had me and a few other employees who wanted to move up in the company meet with the HR district. So she was basically telling us our options and where we could move, but we could only move within the district. Whenever that opportunity would come, we could only move around within the district. The problem was within that district was only North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. However, the whole time I was in college, I was saying, whenever I graduate, I want to move to Texas. So me being me, I was like, well, I will need a job and I do want to move up within the company. So let me go on a fast. I wasn't as deep in my relationship with God around that time. I'm not even sure where I heard about fasting from, maybe like my cousin or church. But I was like, let me go on a fast to see if I should just move to North Carolina instead of Texas and then move to Texas at a later date, whenever this opportunity presents itself. Like it wasn't a guarantee, it was just whenever it comes about. So I went on that fast and I heard nothing. The only thing I got from that fast was that I only go to God when I need something and I don't have a relationship with God. So I told myself, Tony, you need to get it together. You actually need a relationship with God. Like this would be the equivalent of using someone. And nobody likes to be used, okay? So that's where the beginning of my relationship with God, my true relationship with God started. Like I always been a Christian, but I wasn't taking it seriously. About a month after I started taking my relationship with God seriously, I decided to go on a solo trip to North Carolina. Not because like of moving there. That probably was like a part like let me just scope out the scene. But it was really because I seen a food spot on TikTok and I wanted to try it out. And just be honest. On my way back while I was driving, I was like, oh, I was supposed to listen to the book of Job. So I was listening to the book of Job. Y'all, the very next day I got into a car accident and I messed up the front of my car and I could not afford to fix it. So I drove around for months with that bumper hanging off. And y'all, that was the beginning of my season to struggle, to be pruned. Little did I know.